Song is especially for Tommy Lynn. Tommy Lynn, Everyone considered him the coward of the county. Never stood one single time to prove his county wrong. His mama called him Tommy, but the folks just called him the other. Something always told me they were reading Tommy wrong. He was only 10 years old when his daddy died in prison. I looked after Tommy, 'cause he was my brother's son. I still recall the final words my brother said to Tommy. Son, my life is over, but yours has just begun. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. Now it won't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. I hope you're old enough to understand. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man. There's someone for everyone, and Tommy's love was Becky. In her arms he didn't have to prove he was a man. One day while he was working, the Gatlin boys came calling. They took turns at Becky. There were 3 of them. Tommy opened up the door and saw his Becky crying. Torn dress, the shattered look was more than he could stand. He reached above the fireplace, took down his daddy's picture. As his tears fell on his daddy's face, I heard these words again. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. Now it won't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. I hope you're old enough to understand. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man. The Gatlin boys just laughed at him when he walked into the barroom. One of them got up and met him halfway across the floor. When Tommy turned around, they said, "Hey, look, old Yellow's leaving." You could have heard a pin drop when Tommy stopped and locked the door. 20 years of crawling was bottled up inside him. Wasn't holding nothing back, you let them have it all. When Tommy left the barroom, not a Gatlin boy was standing. He said, "This one's for you, Becky," as he watched the last one fall. And I heard him say, "Promise you, Dad, not to do the things you've done. I walked away from trouble when I can. Now please don't think I'm weak just because I turned the other cheek. But Papa, I hope you sure understand. Sometimes you gotta fight to be a man." Everyone considered him the coward of the county.